All right, class. Welcome to class today. This hour is a reading hour. We are going to be reading through a short story called Ugly Girl. Okay. During the class, we'll be practicing our pronunciation as we read through it, stopping and practicing the different pronunciations that we can work on as we go. All right. The link to this class. The link to the class is right here. Go ahead and give it to you. Okay, so here's the link. Go ahead and open that. If you get into class and you decide to hang out in the Google chat, I'll put the link in the Google chat as well. All right, there you go. Okay, so let's see who we have in class so far. We've got Elisangela. How are you?
I'm fine, and you?
I'm doing good. Now, Elisangela, where are you from?
I'm from Brazil.
Brazil. Excellent. And what do you do? Are you a student or do you work full-time?
I work full-time.
Great. What do you do?
I'm secretary.
Say that one more time.
I work at the University of São Paulo.
Okay. All right. Excellent. Well, welcome to class. It's good to have you here.
Thank you.
All right. How about Helen? How you doing, Helen?
Hi, teacher. Fine, and you?
I'm doing great. How are things going today so far?
Good. Excellent.
Very cool. What are your plans for today?
Going to class later.
Okay.
Yes.
Very cool. Just that? Do you have any homework or any projects or anything like that going on?
Nothing else.
All right. Very good. Welcome back to class. It's good to have you here.
Thank you.
All right. Let's see who else we have coming in class. I'm going to turn on another light here. So I can see. There we go. All right. And we have Aga. Hello, Aga.
Yes.
How are
Hi.
you?
I'm
How are you doing?
good.
Good.
What about you?
I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. How's your day so far?
It's going good. I finally slept longer than 5-6 hours.
Yay!
So it's okay. Yeah.
All right. Very good. Well, welcome back to class. Good to have you here. All right. Amparo, how are you doing? Amparo, can you hear me okay? You may be waiting for your mic, so I'll come back to you. How about Enrique? How are you doing? Enrique? All right. Let me try another one. Oh, who was that? Was that Enrique?
Yes.
Hey there. How you doing?
I'm doing fine. Thank you for asking. How are you
Good.
doing?
Very good. Well, welcome back to class. Good to have you here.
Thank you.
All right. How about Goliath? How are you?
Hello?
Goliath, can you hear me? Goliath, can you hear me okay? All right, I'll come back to you, okay, buddy? Make sure that your microphone is not muted. And how about Murat? Murat, can you hear me okay? All right, let's see. How about Tao?
Hi.
Hi there. How you doing?
Just fine. How about you?
I'm doing great. Thank you for asking.
Yeah.
Good to have you here in class. Tao, where are you from?
I'm from Vietnam.
All right, that's what I was going to guess. I see a lot of people that come from Vietnam that have the letters LE in their name, and so I'm thinking that may be something that may be a little common. But Very good. So, Tao, what do you do?
Oh, I'm working in the software field. Now
In the
I'm
software field. Great.
yeah. Now I'm
Okay.
quality control.
In quality control. All right.
Yeah.
Very good. Well, thank you for sharing. Good to have you here in
Yeah.
class.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right. How about Toti? How are you?
Hi, I'm fine, thank you. How about you?
I'm doing great. And Toti, whenever you come in, I see a very large name. I believe it starts with Tran. What is your full name? Can you say that for me?
What is? I can't understand you.
Your full name. How do you pronounce your full name? Is
Oh,
Toti a short name for you?
no, my name is Nora.
Oh, it's Noor. Okay. All right. So I'll call you Noor instead of Toti. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Great. Welcome to class. It's good to have you back.
Thank you.
Okay. So it's this one right here. So Tran. So Tran Beach Boom. Hello. Can you hear me?
Sorry.
Tran
Sorry.
Beach Boom. I have no clue if I'm saying your name correctly. All right. Check your microphone. We have some people with some microphone issues here. So let me go back. Botto, can you hear me? Nope, not so much. How about Goliath? He's Gonzo. All right, and Tramichpun. Okay, if your microphone is muted, unmute yourself. Okay, it's a very simple thing to do. All you do if you get into class and no one can hear you, all right, you go right up here to this button. Okay, if it is red like this, okay, that means that you are muted. Okay, so you press that button and it will unmute yourself. Okay, if that's not the case, then go to your settings here. Okay, and you can switch your camera, okay, your microphone, and your speakers. Okay, remember to save your settings. All right. Well, let's go ahead and get started with class. This hour, we are going to be reading a short story called "Ugly Girl." All right, and practicing our pronunciations. We'll start off with Aga over on the left-hand side, and Amparo. Just remember, I can't hear you, so keep working on your microphone, okay? And let's see. So when you open this up,
Me?
this is what you'll see. Yeah, Amparo, is that you? Amparo, can you hear me okay?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Hey, yeah, now I can hear you. Before
Yes,
I couldn't hear you at all. But
Oh,
we're
sorry.
good to go now. Okay, very good. All right, so let's see. All right, Aga, let me have you read. Let me have you read this first paragraph and about half of the second one. So we'll start at Hannah and go to football team. Okay, go ahead and read that, please.
Okay. Anna Polnayer, 25, was a young, striving, successful woman who never felt pretty in life. She was not very tall, full-figured, short red tomato hair and light hazel eyes, complemented by a little arc which looked like freckles. Her appearance was hidden by dark clothes, and she hardly wore makeup. She was not very outgoing in a crowd. When judging herself in the mirror, Hannah hated who she saw and said to herself, "The way I look, I will never find anybody." The features she hated about herself the most were her sharp nose, and thick eyebrows to match her gray metallic glasses. Sometimes she thought about the days she was younger and how much she hated school and wanted to run to a place far away. In high school, all her friends teased her for her being overweight and would refer to her as being very chubby, and no one ever attempted to tell her that she was somewhat attractive or at least cute. She was also a bit of an isolated nerd and had very few friends. Maybe she was the only girl that really had a hard time getting along with boys or didn't adjust to being a third wheel in a group. After being insecure and timid, she had her first crush when she was in the seventh grade. His name was David, and he was an absolute god in her eyes. This gorgeous hunk had blonde, perfect hair, blue eyes, and was the captain of his football team.
All right, very good. Thank you very much. Let's check out some words here, okay?
Yes.
First off, I want to practice this word here, okay? When you pronounce the word, you had said third, okay? That D sounded like a T. Now, what I did notice is when you had words like had, okay, and your D sounded fabulous, okay? So let's apply those same principles, okay, to this word here. We're going to say third. Try that.
Third.
All right. So instead of a T sound, we want a D, just like the word had. Okay, pronounce the word had for me. Had.
Had.
All right. D. Had.
Had.
There you go. Had and third.
Third. Third.
All right. So let's break that up a little bit. We're going to say third.
Third. Third.
There you go. Okay. Now hold on to that R for just a little bit. We're going to say third.
Third.
All right. Give me that D. Third.
Third.
There you go. One more time. Third.
Third.
Okay. Now let's shorten it up. We're going to say third.
Third.
Okay. Give me that D. Third.
Third.
Okay. All right. So that R and
It
the D
sounds
sound.
artificial.
Well, and it will until you get used to it, and then it'll sound a little bit more comfortable. Because right now you're forcing your tongue to get into that position, and that's the hard part. Because you're like third.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it looked like.
and so it's okay. It's okay for right now, and you'll practice getting your tongue into that position until it feels natural. Okay, and then it just comes out. Because with other words, it sounds just fine. Okay, when you read had was great. Okay, and you were reading. You weren't even thinking about it, and you said had. All right, but when you thought about it, you're like hat. Like no. All right. So yeah, to practice that D. Okay, practice that D. All right. Now let's go to another word here. The word is isolated. So she was an isolated nerd. There it is. Isolated. So you'd said
Isolated.
Yeah, ice with the voiceless.
Isolated.
There you go. Isolated. Good.
Okay.
The next word is hated. We're going to change that T to a D sound. Hated.
Hated.
There you go. One more time. Hated.
Hated.
Good. Okay. Now this word here is acne.
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 Good. Acne.
And what does it mean?
Acne is pimples.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's pimples when you have those things on your face and you're like, okay?
Yeah,
pimples.
yeah. Okay.
Right? That's acne. All right. One last word. Okay. Successful woman. This is a singular. Okay. You had said women.
Yeah.
Okay, making it plural. So that is woman.
Woman.
Women is with an E at the end. Women. Okay,
yes, yes.
woman,
I sometimes confuse it.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, very good. Other than that, excellent reading. Great job.
Thank you.
Very good job. Let's go to Amparo.
Okay.
Let me have you finish off this paragraph and read the next paragraph as well, okay?
Okay. He was the kind of guy you'd either want to marry, have dozens of kids with, or have an affair with, and not care about a thing in the world. Unfortunately, David's personality wasn't as appealing as his handsome face, but one way or another Hannah wanted to spend the rest of her life with David. She had written a note to her best friend Tiffany, who sort of knew people that hung out with him. Another positive thing about being best friend with Tiffany was that her acquaintances were somewhat popular, making her well liked, and people at least knew Hannah, since some of her pals knew David personally. Hannah felt it might increase her chances of ending up with the love of her life. In her note, she wrote, "Tiffany, I don't know what I'm going to do, but can you tell David he has to take me to the dance?" Try to make it sound like someone might tell Mrs. Cuff that he's been copying and cheating in algebra. It would look more believable that he's not if he were hanging out with us. Tiffany read the note, smiled, and nodded her head. She already thought Hannah was acting too crazy about David, but promised not to tell anyone and was going to find out who David was taking to the dance.
All right, very good. Okay, let's practice some words here. Okay, we have this word. You had said noted. Okay, it's going to be an ah sound. Nodded.
Nodded,
Okay, one more time. Nodded.
nodded.
Good. All right, now this is a nice big word for you. Okay, the word is acquaintances. Acquaintances.
Acquaintances,
Yeah, one more time. Acquaintances.
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 Good. Okay. Now, this is one of the words that does not follow that double T rule. Okay, where we change the double T to a T sound, and the reason why is because it's followed up by an N sound. Okay, N, and this works with words like mountain. Okay, mountain and Britain. Okay, we would drop that T or that T sound and go straight to the N. So there's two ways to pronounce this word. We can say written or written. Okay, so I make that T disappear. So let's try that. Written, written.
Written,
There you go. One more time. Written.
written.
Good. So let's practice that. She had written a note.
She had written a note.
Good. She had written a note.
She had written a note.
Good. Excellent job. Okay. The next word I want to practice is another slightly large word. Now, this T and the U right there in the middle of unfortunately make a CH sound. Unfortunately. Try that.
Unfortunately.
Good. One more time. Unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
Great. Great. All right. Everything else sounded really good. I didn't hear any ED issues. I don't even think we had very many. Okay. The vowels in your sounds, except for here with nodded, okay, were great. Okay, that was really the only vowel sound that I heard that was a little off. Okay. Yeah, everything else was really good. Nice job. Excellent work.
Thank you.
Okay. Let's go to my next reader. This is Elisangela. Are you ready?
Where I start?
Right here where it says someone. Okay. And I'm going to have you go to where it says friendship is over.
Someone must have told David how Hannah felt about him. He had this wordy look on his face when she tried granting him a couple of days later, and she was confused. Did Tiffany stab her and betray their good friendship? During algebra class, David wake up to Hannah and ask her about the note and who accused him of che- cheating. Hannah's face turned red, and she felt like punching David for asking so loudly. She blushingly said that she didn't know what he was talking about and that she was only joking. David, on the other hand, replied with a few smart remarks, such as, yeah, right. And I don't know how to dance. I play football. Hannah and Tiffany shared two classes together, and it would take another 2 hours before she'd be able to confront her soon to be ex-best friend. Tiffany was the first to notice her walk into the classroom and waved jokingly. Hannah didn't respond and simply ignored her by sitting in her chair, opening her book and working on the next assignment before it was due. Tiffany wrote her a note and it was passed down to Hannah. Hannah didn't read it but instead wrote on a separate piece of paper. Thanks for showing, David, my note. Don't write back, and our friendship is over.
All right, very good. Thank you. So, what I want to work with you on, Elisangela, is ending words without adding extra sounds. Okay? Now, my first question, I believe you are from Brazil. Is this correct?
Correct.
Okay. Now, a lot of times with Portuguese speakers, okay, when they first start off in their reading and they're trying to correct some things, you have extra sounds that you add in between the words or at the end of words. Okay, and it's usually like an E sound or a T sound. Okay, adding a T or an E. Okay, so we're going to read a line, all right, and we're going to practice just pronouncing those words. Okay, and I want you to focus on how I pronounce those words, and focus on stopping these extra sounds that you're creating. Okay, so if we look here at the page, okay, we're going to go to the second sentence. Okay, right here. Do you see where I've highlighted that?
He had this weird look on his face.
Yeah, so right here you're saying looky. Okay, weird looky. Okay, so here we want to say he had this weird look. Okay, so we want to end on a K sound. Look. Try that.
We had this weird look.
Good, okay. He had this weird look. Try that one more time.
He had this weird look.
Okay, weird look.
Weird look.
All right, now this D sound, okay, how I understand it, in Portuguese you have two R sounds. Okay, like if you were to say the name, you have the sound and then a D sound, right? Okay, for an R. Right? So here, this is going to be the hard R. We say weird. Try that. Weird.
Weird. Weird.
Okay. Weird. Weird.
Weird.
Okay. Weird.
Okay. Weird.
There you go. That's it. Okay. Weird.
Weird.
Okay. Good. All right. So he had this weird look on his face.
He had this weird look on his face.
Okay. Okay. You want to stop yourself from saying looky. Okay. Weird look. End on a K sound. Weird look on his face.
This weird look. Look. Is correct. Look.
And then, yeah, that's good. Look on his face.
Look on his face.
Good. Okay, let's continue. We're going to say, when she tried greeting him,
When she tried greeting him,
Good. Yeah, that's greeting him.
greeting him
Okay. A couple of days later.
a couple of days later.
Okay, give me an S sound here. You added an S at the end of the R, but not here. So we're going to say days later.
A couple of days later.
Good. A couple of days later.
A couple of days later.
Good. Much better. Okay, and our last little bit here. And she was confused.
And she was confused.
Good. Confused with a D sound. D. Confused.
Confused.
Okay, one more time. Confused.
Confused.
All right, getting closer. Now, now it's tricky. So what you have to do, Elisangela, is pay attention to how you are pronouncing words. You tend to add an E or a T or an S sound to the end of your words. Okay. So practice reading slower. Maybe even record yourself. I used to record myself when I was learning Spanish. Okay, to hear how I would pronounce things. All right, so record yourself and then try and see where you're adding extra sounds and eliminate those. So once you do that, then you can move on to pronouncing endings and other consonants properly. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
All right, good. Thank you. Let's go to Enrique.
Okay.
All right, Enrique. Let me have you read the next two paragraphs. So starting at after and going to medical school.
Okay. After having read the note, she still tried to explain what must have happened. It turned out that her friend Kelly, who just joined the cheerleading team, tried helping Tiffany make the team, read the note, and couldn't help but tell David. She said that she tried to play along, but David just didn't bite it. Hannah was so ashamed that she didn't care and yelled at her out loud. You shouldn't have told that wanna be in the first place, but I know how you like to crawl up people's butts to get what you want. Tiffany loved Hannah and really valued their friendship, but enough was enough. She'd had it with her insults, and that day really made the end of their friendship. High school turned out to be hell for Hannah. She was very overweight, lazy by hardly doing any activities, and stayed to herself mostly. It wasn't until her last school year she finally got accepted by her peers of her book club community and a nice college near her home, making her a adept again. Still living at home, she didn't want to move out because she was saving money for a nice house someday, and, after all, most of her earnings were for a trip to England after she wouldn't graduate medical school.
Okay, very good. Let's practice some words here. Okay, this last part here, we're going to say gradu. Whoops. Right there. Graduate. Instead of a D sound, it's a J sound. Graduate.
Graduated.
Okay? J.
Graduate.
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 Okay? With the T at the end. Graduate.
Graduate.
Okay? Much better. Let's go to let's see, where is that? Mostly. Where'd you go, mostly? Mostly. Oh, here it is. Okay, so this word here. So in this word, that T is going to be silent. Okay, you can pronounce it and say mostly, but it takes a little bit longer than most of us like to take on a word. Okay, so we actually drop that T and we say mostly.
Mostly.
Okay, there you go. That's it. Mostly. One more time.
Mostly.
Excellent job. Okay, let's practice the word marked.
Marked.
Okay, yeah, with the T ending. Marked.
Marked.
Okay, good. Let's practice buy it. Okay, David just didn't buy it. Okay, right here. David just didn't buy it. Try that.
David just didn't buy it.
Good, good, much better. Okay, let's practice the CH sound. Okay, this word is cheer, cheerleading.
Cheerleading.
Good, one more time. Cheerleading.
Cheerleading.
Excellent. And one last word here. Okay, that word is explain, explain.
Explain.
Great, great. Yeah, there you had said explain using an S sound instead of an X.
Yes.
Okay, so that is explain, okay?
Okay.
Very good. Nice job. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, let's go to my next reader. This is Helen. Yes, Helen, so you do not pronounce that T in mostly.
Okay.
Okay, so listen next time as you hear someone talking, or if you're watching English TV, okay, especially from the United States, and if they say the word mostly, okay, the T isn't going to be there, right?
Okay, thank you.
Cool. Let's go to medical school here. All right, so we're going to do. All right, so the next two paragraphs and a little bit of this third. So we're going to go to tutoring so badly here, okay? So about that much. You see that?
Okay. Okay. Her parents suggested that she plays at in the paper to give tutoring classes in her favorite subject, which was math. Her job, which was at the library of her college, would be the perfect place to give such lessons. The following week, she received so many responses that she started being picky about her students that needed tutoring really badly. Some of the inquiries were odd and scary, and she decided not to answer most of the emails. By now, she had one or two good, reliable friends. Megan, who worked as a bookkeeper across the street, was her lunch buddy and went jogging with her on Sundays. Megan told her she met someone that she really liked and wanted her to come along for dinner next week. As much as Hannah wanted to get out of it, she had to give in. That evening, Hannah was at home alone and checked all her emails while watching TV. After checking most of her emails, she came across one that had a headline with really exciting content. A young man that named himself Miller seemed to be looking for a tutor to help him with his college math class. He was taking advanced
Trigonometry.
trigonometry and wanted more than an hour per lesson and offered to pay almost triple the price. His name
One more sentence. Yeah, go ahead.
was Dave Miller, and after emailing each other back and forth for a while, he found out what he needed tutoring so badly.
Okay, great. Thank you very much. Okay, so let's practice some words together. Okay, Helen. All right. So first word is going to be email. Okay. Now, with this word, you're saying email. Okay, and you're really focusing on that mail. Okay, and sort of pronouncing it with a Spanish accent there. Okay, so we want to say email. So it's more ale instead of ale, ale. Email. Email. Mail.
Mail.
There you go. That's it. Nice job. One more time. Email.
Email.
Okay, and then we also have emailing.
Emailing.
Okay, good. One more time. Emailing.
Emailing.
Excellent. Okay, very good job. So that's that difference. You were saying email and focusing on that il, at the end, but yeah, male. Okay, nice job, much better. I do also want to practice your short I sounds. Okay, and it's difficult. Okay. I understand that it's difficult when you're coming from a romantic language like Spanish, okay, the French, Italians, those who speak Portuguese, okay, have the same type of issue with the short I, okay? Now, this is what I mean. For example, the word himself, okay? When you say this word, you are saying himself, okay? Using an E, a Spanish E sound, all right? So instead of saying himself, we want to say himself. Try that one more time. Himself.
Himself.
Good. Himself. One more time.
Himself.
Good. All right, let's try that same thing with in. So instead of saying in, we want to say in.
In.
Great. How about this word, it?
It.
Okay?
It. Okay.
Dinner. Dinner.
Dinner.
Okay, not dinner, dinner.
Dinner. Dinner.
There you go. That's the one. Dinner. One more time.
Dinner.
Good. All right, we had one more word if I can find it here. The word is give. Here it is. So instead of give, okay, perfect place to give, okay, we're going to say give.
Give. Give.
All right, yeah, one more time. Give.
Give.
All right. Okay, so this is what I tell most people. When you see an I sound, an I in English, about 80 to 90% of the time, it's going to be a short I sound. Okay, that I sound. Which, his, him, did, it, in, condition, different, similar. Okay, the trick is as well is when you have words that look like Spanish words, you got to say, I know that's a Spanish word, but I'm not going to pronounce it the Spanish way. Okay? We don't want to say visit. We don't want to say visit. We don't want to say different. Okay? Different. Visit. Okay? Things like that. So start focusing on your short I sounds. That's that I sound. Okay? I have one more word for you. Okay? And then we're good to go. Okay?
Okay.
All right. So at the very beginning, here with the R. Now I think you just had to get warmed up. Okay, that's what I think, because the rest of your R sounds were really good. But here at the very beginning, you said her parents. Okay, saying pod. All right, so let's say parents.
Parents.
There you go. Her parents suggested. Try that.
Her parents suggested.
There you go. Good. Yeah, and I think you just had to get warmed up because everything else sounded really good. Okay? So remember, email, in, it, did, his, him. Okay, that short I sound. Okay, 80 to 90% of the time. And then your R's. Okay? Great job.
Okay, thank you.
Cool. Let's go to Rukia. How are you?
Hi. Hi. Hello. Can you hear me?
Hi there. Yep, I can hear you. Good to have you in class.
Thank you.
I believe we went to tutoring so badly, so let me have you finish off this paragraph right here, please.
Okay. Hannah was so excited, and when they picked a place for the first lesson, they both agreed on the library at her college. Hannah left home almost an hour early because she wanted to get there early in order to set up and go over the material for teaching Dave. Once she was inside the library, she found an empty table and started setting up her tutoring area. He described what he looked like. So Hannah would be able to recognize him, and even put her phone on vibrate just in case he'd call. So far, no one walked in that would fit that description. Dave was now 15 minutes late, leaving Hannah devastated. She sent him a text message stating that she was getting ready to leave within the next 5 minutes. Hannah began grabbing all her belongings as she became really sad. She got to the exit door of the library as someone called her name. It was Dave, and he apologized for being late and explained what happened after he made sure it was Hannah he was talking to. He got stuck in traffic and left his phone at the local deli and turned around to get it before anyone would take it or threw it away. Hannah was so happy to see him that she didn't care about what happened, and they sat down at the table she had reserved earlier.
All right, very good. Okay, let's practice some ed endings. Okay, I have two here. I'm gonna highlight them right here. Okay, so this first word, how would we pronounce that?
It's a little bit. I can't see it yet. So.
Okay, let me put it in. I'm gonna go ahead and put it in the chat box. Okay.
Oh, okay. Okay. Happened.
There you go. Happened. Okay. When you read it, we had the word twice here. You had read it as happened.
Happened. Yeah, I always have a problem with ed. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. So, but you only had two of them though. Okay. So it was happened. Okay. Because when you came to here, reserved, that sounded great. Apologized, that was fine. Explained, that was really good. Okay. So it was just a couple. Okay. You had excited. Okay. Wanted. All of these sounded great. Described. Okay. Looked. Okay. The other one we had, there was only one other one, was this one right here. Okay. Let me put it in the chat box.
Okay.
Okay. How would we pronounce that word?
Picked.
There you go. Picked. Okay. Good. All right. So, you're doing really good with the ed endings. Okay. You say, oh, I always have issues with it, but we had maybe 10, maybe 15 ed endings in here, and you only had 2 words that you pronounced incorrectly. That's really good. Okay. So keep focusing on them. You're doing good. All right. So let's check out a couple other words. All right. This word here. Okay. I'll put it in the chat box as well. Okay. The word is tutoring. Okay. So instead of saying tutoring, we say tutoring.
Okay. Tutoring.
Okay. Good. One more time. Tutoring with a D sound. Tutoring. Good. All right. And this word here, instead of saying, let's see. Okay, the word is recognize. Okay, so the accent goes at the very beginning. Recognize. So yeah, I believe you had said recognized. Okay, putting it in the middle. Okay, so it goes at the very beginning. Recognized. Try that.
Recognize.
There you go. One more time. Recognize. Okay. Yeah. Other than that, excellent job. Your R sounds are fabulous. T sounds, D sounds. Okay. Very good.
Okay.
Yeah. Focus on your ed endings. You are doing good. Okay. Just gotta nail them all down, button them in. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Awesome job. Very good. Let's go to Nura. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. How about you?
I'm doing good. Let me have you finish up the story. I thought this story was a little bit longer, but apparently not. Go ahead and let's see. Did I skip down? Hold on one second.
Okay.
I did. Give me a second, please.
Okay, I will.
Graduate from medical school. Did apologize and. Yeah, so it's the last 2 paragraphs. Go ahead and read these last 2 paragraphs, please.
Okay. An hour after the lesson, Hannah couldn't help but notice Dave looked very similar. Oddly enough, Dave felt the same way, but it really dawned on both of them. When they started asking each other questions, it turned out to be the last person on earth Hannah would accept to see. It was David, and he was just as surprised as she was. David said, I knew you reminded me of a gig I used to hate. It was a joke, and Hannah laughed. She began to forget about all the terrible memories
They changed when they got a divorce. He also couldn't handle the pressure at his old college anymore, and transferred to one an hour away from him. To make up to Hannah, David asked her if she wanted to go to the movies with him next Sunday. In return, she asked him if he wanted to be her dinner date for her friend Megan and her date, and he said yes. Surprisingly, now that they lived so close to one another, they were able to see each other almost every day. David hugged her and told her he always thought she was a pretty girl, but never knew how to tell her.
All right, fabulous job. Thank you very much. Now, Nura, I want to congratulate you because this word right here, hugged, is a really, really hard word to say. That G and the ED ending is really complicated, but you said it very, very well. So congratulations, that was
Thank you.
awesome. Okay. Let's practice some other words here. Okay. So this is a kind of a big word. Okay. The word is surprisingly. Try that.
Surprisingly.
Good. One more time. Surprisingly.
Surprisingly.
Good. Okay. How about this word here? Dinner.
Dinner.
Good. One more time. Dinner.
Dinner.
Very good. Okay. So we had the word other a couple of times here in the story, and or in this last little bit, and your pronunciation was very close. Excuse me. I want to see if we can get it a tad bit better. Okay, so the word is other. Other.
Other.
Okay, we're going to start off with an sound. Other. Other.
Other.
There you go. Other.
Other.
Good, good. Thank you. All right, let's go to this word here. The word is pressure. Okay, so that double S in the middle of this word makes an SH sound. Pressure.
Pressure.
Good. One more time. Pressure.
Pressure.
Good. Okay. And we have, let's see. Okay, this is a sort of a strange word. Okay, this means nerd or someone that's very studious. Okay. The word is geek. Okay. Please repeat that. The word is geek. Nura, can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I hear you now.
Okay, yeah, please repeat that word. It is geek.
Geek.
Okay, very good. Okay, I have two ED endings that I want to practice with you, okay? Now, the trick to this word here, the word is asked, okay? That's the proper way of pronouncing it, but the trick is not to pronounce the K. The K is going to be silent, and we pronounce the word like this, asked.
Asked.
Okay, good. One more time, asked.
Asked.
Great. Okay, and one last word. Okay, the word is turned. Let me have you repeat that. Turned.
Turned.
Okay, turned.
Turned.
Okay, give me a D sound at the end. Turned.
Turned.
Okay, getting better. Okay, now, very good job. Okay, so class, we've got about 5 minutes left. Okay, here in class, I'm going to go to another story really quick. Okay, and we'll continue on that because we just finished this one here. So give me 1 second. Give me about a minute, and I'll find another story for you. Okay. Okay. Dang it. Give me one more second. Okay, this should be good. All right, so this story here is right here. Go ahead and open open up that link, okay? And we'll read some short paragraphs here in this story. All right. We'll go back to Aga at the very beginning here, and
Yeah.
Aga, let me have you. This is called a turkey called blessing. Let me have you read this first little paragraph here, please.
Okay. My grandmother pulled her blanket and started to her story. We all sat quietly and attentively ready to hear our evening story. It was our grandmother's character to tell us a story before we went to sleep. Before she began, she pulled out a small polythene bag with a white substance. She took a pinch of snuff and sniffed it into her nose and licked some. She then gave a loud sneeze and she began.
Okay, it sounds like her mother was doing cocaine, or her grandmother was doing cocaine. That sounds funny. Very funny. Good job with this word. Yes, it's polythene. Okay, polythene. Okay.
Polythene.
Yeah. This was very simple for you. Very easy. You pronounce these words with ease. Nice job. Very good.
Thank you.
Okay. Amparo, let me have you read this next paragraph.
Long ago, when your mothers were still girls, deep in the forest lived a clever girl called Lucky. Lucky, she went on, was born in a family of 7. She was given this name because during her birth, her mother almost had an accident. She was indeed lucky. Grandmother paused and sneezed loudly again.
All right. Very good. Let's practice this word right here. Deep.
Tip,
Yeah, so give me an E sound instead of dip. Okay? It's D, deep.
deep,
Okay, one more time. Deep.
deep.
There you go. That's it. Deep. Okay, good. Thank you.
Okay.
All right. And let's go to Enrique. Okay, let me have you read this next little paragraph, please.
Lucky's sisters and brothers envied her because she was very good at many things. She liked walking in the forest and singing. Surprisingly, the birds got used to her and always hummed along with her. One day, something painful happened.
Okay, let's practice hummed.
Hummed,
Good. One more time. Hummed.
hummed,
Okay, this word here is envied.
envied,
One more time. Envied.
envied,
Okay, and this word here is birds. Birds.
birds,
Okay, one more time. Birds.
birds, birds.
Good. Yeah, so here we don't want to pronounce a beard, beards. It's birds. Okay, good job. Thank you.
Thank you,
Let's go to our next paragraph. This is for Helen.
Okay. Lucky had a turkey called Blessing. Her uncle, Mr. Arnold, was coming to visit from London. There was going to be a feast to mark a new year. Lucky's father had told the family that they would slaughter Blessing for the feast since they had nothing else to cook.
All right, let's practice some short I sounds. So instead of saying since, we want to say since.
Sense.
Okay? Instead of family, it's family.
Family.
Okay? Family. One more time. Family.
Family.
Good. Okay. Here's a Spanish word. Visit.
Okay. And
Visit. Visit.
visit.
There you go. One more time. Visit.
Visit.
Okay, good. All right, let's go to Mr. So instead of saying Mister, it's Mr. Okay, we're going to say Mr. Helen, are you there? I can't hear you.
Okay. Excuse me?
Yeah, I didn't hear you. The word is Mr. Instead of Mister, Mr.
Mr.
Okay, Mr. Not me. Okay, Mr.
Mr.
There you go. All right, very good. And I know Amparo right now is smiling because we went over a lot of these same type of words.
You are right.
All right, and she got it, and she's doing really good. It takes a lot of work and a lot of focus. It's very difficult, but you'll be able to get there. Okay, Helen? Good job.
Okay, thank you.
Rocio. Is it Rocio or is it Rocio? Nope. Okay, let's go to Rukia.
Sí.
Rukia, let me have you read these next two lines here, please.
No, I
Okay.
won't.
Lucky.
Go ahead.
Yeah, should I go?
Yep, go
Okay.
ahead.
Lucky sobbed the whole night and protested that what her father had proposed was not fair to her or to Blessing. Blessing was a wild turkey that had survived under her care.
Okay, and the next one, please.
Okay. Her father agreed that it was unfair, but during that season things were hard. They hadn't got any good food.
Okay, very good. Yeah, nice job. Nice reading.
Okay.
Let's see. So, Rocio, you are there?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Let me have you read the next two paragraphs here.
Okay. The next day, Lucky's uncle arrived. They were all happy to see each other and greeted each other with happiness. After greeting her uncle, Lucky ran outside and sat on the doorstep. She found Blessing feeding on some fallen rice. Lucky poked her as usual, as she always did, and then to her turkey that this was near.
Okay. Now this word here would be turkey.
Turkey.
Good. Okay. Now when a word ends with a K sound, the base word is poke. Okay. When we add an ed, the word is poked. Okay. Please repeat that. Poked.
Poke.
Poked with a T at the end. Poked.
Poke.
Okay. The ed here at the end makes a T sound. Poked. Poked.
Poked.
There you go. That's it. Nice job. Okay. This word here is greeting. Okay. Let me have you please repeat that word. Greeting.
Reading.
Okay. Instead of gui, it's greeting.
Greeting.
Okay. Give me a gur sound. Gur.
Greeting.
Yeah. Greeting.
Reading.
Okay, getting closer. Okay, all right. Thank you very much, Rocio. And Nura, let me have you read this last paragraph, and then I gotta roll. Okay, right here with suddenly. Okay.
Okay. Suddenly a bright idea came to her mind. She laughed within, and together they walked deep in the forest. At the end of the forest there was a lake where fishermen used to fish. Lucky approached them, and she started singing her beautiful songs. The fishermen were very happy to hear A wonderful voice from the little girl. They gave her 10 big fish.
All right. Now, this word here, instead of saying girl, okay, it would be girl. Try that, please. Girl.
Girl.
There you go. That's it. Okay. And how about this word here? The word is leashed with a T sound. Leashed.
Leashed.
Good. Okay. One more ed ending. This is walked.
Walked.
Good. One more time. Walked.
Walked.
Great. Okay. All right, class. Thank you very much for coming. And I've got to roll to my next class. I do apologize. But yeah, I'll see you in another classroom, okay? Thank you. We'll see ya.
Thanks for the class.
Bye.
Bye.